Hello everyone, I've got another little frame fixing tip here for you. I'm just doing some joisting on a small extension on the side of a house, and I'm fixing this wall plate that I'm going to then fix the joist to, and then we put joist hangers on. My tip basically is it's all to do with the orientation of the split in the frame fixing. And what I'm doing when I'm fitting a piece of timber like this is I always make sure that I put the split going vertically rather than horizontally. And then what you find is if you get, say, a perpendicular joint, you can't see these that great here because they're painted, but if you get a perpendicular joint, when you put the screw in the plug, it expands out, and even if there's no muck in the purple, sometimes the perpendicular joints, they've only faced the front up and pointed the front up, and sometimes there can be spaces in the perpendicular joints. Here you can see I've pushed a screw into the fixing, so even if that perpendicular joint was hollow behind there, when the screw goes in, it's still got a chance of binding on the two bricks. Whereas if it's that way, you see that it won't, it'll expand up and down. So yeah, it's not the greatest example here. But there's another perp, you see. Even if that just was pointed on the front and there was a void behind it, when you drove that screw in, it would still bind. So just another little tip, because there's nothing worse than hitting a perp. And I actually think, if you look there, I don't think I'm a million miles off one here. I think, look there, so previously someone's put a cable clip into it, so I've probably gone into a perp there. So actually that'd be a good example, won't it? Let's put a plug in there and see if it holds. That's the right way, look like that. Hammer that in. Try and do it one-handed here. Oh. Right, okay. Oh yes. And another little tip, before I try and do this all one-handed, another little tip I always use, this is just some cheap silicone spray. I always put a bit of silicone spray on the screw. It makes it go in a lot easier. Less stress on the fixing, less stress on the screwdriver point, and less stress on the driver, and less stress on the person putting it in. So let's get that screwed in and see if it holds. Try and do this one-handed. Right, here we go. So I've only got one hand on the drill here, so that hopefully should be able to hold on to it. Here we go. Oh, lovely, look at that. Perfect. Another little tip, hope that helps. Yeah. One more there. Let's do that one. Nice.